Woo-hoo-hoo! Whoa! Wow! Ooh, 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 ooh. Ah! Yippee! Hey! Play jump rope. Peppa and the rabbit friend are playing jump rope. They swing the rope and jump up high. They are both very good. Whoa! George wants to play too. He stands nearby and tries to jump in. George jumps in, but it's the wrong timing. He trips on the rope. George tries again. He jumps up. Oh dear, the jump rope is completely tangled around George's feet. He's stuck now. Peppa and the rabbit friend laugh. They help George untangle the rope. Now George points to Mr. Dinosaur. Maybe he wants to jump. Peppa Pig and the Rainy Day Adventure. Peppa and George put on raincoats, ready to explore the rainy day with their parents. Peppa jumped into a puddle. George followed. Daddy Pig joined in happily. Mummy Pig held an umbrella, guiding Peppa and George, raindrops sparkling on the leaves. Peppa spotted a frog hopping in a puddle. George cheered. Peppa clapped her hands. The family jumped into bigger puddles, laughing, water splashing everywhere. The family went home, wet but happy. Daddy Pig promised to make delicious hot chocolate. Today is a fun-filled swimming day for Peppa's family. Everyone is excited as they head to the pool for a day of splashing, swimming, and making unforgettable memories together. Everyone steps out from the changing rooms, Peppa and George in their colorful swimsuits. Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig are also ready to relax and enjoy a day by the pool. Everyone is putting on their swimsuits, ready for a fun day at the pool. Daddy begins to blow up the float for his little one. Daddy is blowing up the float for his daughter. Now we can go into the water. Hey! Hey! Oh, so it turns out little brother is afraid of the water. Peppa Pig and the mysterious sweet box. Peppa and George spot a mysterious sweet box on the living room sofa. When Peppa opens it, the sweet smell spreads through the room.
Oh?
George grabs a treat and giggles happily, making Peppa laugh too. They try each sweet with sparkling excitement.
Huh?
Daddy Pig walks in, and Peppa and George happily run to share the tasty treats with him.
Peppa Pig and the shape-shifting box. A large cardboard box appears in the middle of the living room. For Peppa, even an ordinary box can be exciting. The box starts to move as if it's going for a walk. In Peppa's imagination, the box turns into a train. Moments later, it becomes a spaceship flying into space. Sometimes the simplest things can bring the biggest joy.
Wow!
Okay.
Whoa! Peppa Pig and the Space Adventure. Peppa was lying in bed. The night was dark, her eyes closed. Peppa dreamed she was flying in space, with the moon shining brightly ahead. George appeared with Peppa. Both stepped into a sparkling flying saucer to travel into space. The flying saucer floated in space. Peppa and George saw planets around them, eager to explore. George woke up in the middle of the night, surprised by the sound of giggles. He turned to see Peppa fast asleep, smiling brightly in her dream, surely on an adventure among the stars. Peppa and George spotted a kite soaring high in the sky and decided to try flying their own kite. Peppa started running fast, pulling the kite up, but sometimes the wind just wouldn't cooperate. The kite flew high and spun around, making Peppa stumble. But George was ready to help. Together, they ran, keeping the kite stable in the wind. Finally, the kite flew high in the clear blue sky, and Peppa and George felt so proud. Although the adventure was a bit tough, Peppa and George knew that joy came from the simplest moments. Peppa and George spotted a wooden bridge across a stream and decided to cross it. The wooden bridge seemed a bit wobbly, but Peppa is always the bravest one. Sometimes, even a leaf can throw off your balance, but Peppa never gives up. Halfway across, Peppa stops to admire the stream below, but George is worrying about her safety. The bridge shakes a little, but Peppa crosses it successfully. Now it's George's turn. Although George is a bit scared, Peppa is ready to help him face this challenge. Peppa and George spotted a rolling wheel in the yard and decided the adventure started here. This wheel seems to never stop, and Peppa had to run fast just to catch up. Despite trying, George couldn't catch the wheel, but he could only laugh after every fall. The wheel didn't just roll fast, it also created a fresh breeze of flowers in the park. Finally, the wheel stopped, and Peppa and George realized that sometimes the best adventures are the simplest ones. And in the end, Peppa and George understood that sometimes letting things roll is the most fun of all.
On a happy Sunday, George brings home a small young plant and invites the whole family to plant it in the yard. Peppa, Mummy Pig, and Daddy Pig join George to dig the soil and carefully plant the tree.
2 hours later.
After waiting for some time, Peppa and George run outside to check the plant. To To their surprise, in front of them is a lush little forest full of green leaves. The two siblings happily jump with joy because their small garden has turned into a beautiful forest. Peppa and searching for shade. It's a very hot day. The pig family really needs a cool place to rest. Huh? Look! There's a wonderful patch of shade under the tree. Daddy Pig has found the perfect spot to hide from the sun. Oh, how strange! Every time Daddy Pig tries to sit down, the shade moves away. Daddy Pig has to keep chasing the tree's shadow. Finally, everyone found a cool spot. What an exciting chase for the shade!
Spelling my name. My little friends, today Peppa is going to learn how to spell her name with colorful blocks. The first letter is P, then comes E. Can you see Peppa's name starting to appear?
Oh!
Another P, and one more P. Only one last letter is missing. What could it be? Aha! Here is the letter A. Now we have a complete name. P-E-P-P-A. How do you spell your name? Try spelling it just like Peppa. Goodbye, everyone! Peppa's Forest Picnic. Today, Peppa's family goes on a picnic in the forest. George chases a butterfly, making Peppa giggle. Mummy Pig sets up lunch while Daddy Pig finds a shady spot. Peppa shares apples with everyone, and George hugs her happily. family relaxes together, smiling under the peaceful sky.
Peppa Pig and the Little Slide. One fine day, Peppa finds a small slide in the yard.
Oh!
She quickly climbs up, ready to slide. Peppa slides down and laughs happily. Yahoo! George climbs up to try it too. He slides down more slowly but still enjoys it. The little slide turns into a fun and playful activity for Peppa and George.
Peppa looked out the window and saw the rain, water pattering on the roof. Mommy Pig gave Peppa and George their rain boots and coats. Hey! Peppa and George jumped in puddles, splashing water everywhere, laughing happily. Daddy Pig joined in, jumping into the puddles with Peppa and George. The family jumped across many puddles, creating a playful rain of splashes. Little Pig and his sister decided to explore a forest that was said to have many strange things, but no one expected that. Today would be a special adventure. As they went deeper into the forest, they came across a giant tree, standing tall in the middle of the road. But not any ordinary tree. Suddenly, a mysterious warning rang out from within the tree. Be careful, darkness is approaching, and things will never be the same again. Suddenly, the atmosphere changed. The shadows of the trees began to move, but it wasn't the wind. Little Pig and Sister Pig ran faster, but the darkness seemed to be unyielding. And in the end, nothing strange happened. Everything was in the sisters' imagination. A happy morning starts with, a delicious chocolate cake. Oh my, who could resist? But when the baby turned around, oh what? Where did the cake go? The little pig is on a hunt. Under the table, in the fridge, even in his boots. And finally, the cake was right in the hands of the pig, eating deliciously. But don't worry, Piggy has prepared a second portion of cake for you. How sweet!
Peppa Pig and the Giant Truck. Peppa and George's peaceful morning suddenly disappears as a giant truck appears right in their backyard. The truck isn't just big, it's filled with strange things no one knows how to use, and Peppa loves strange things. George tries to push the giant wheel, but it turns out the wheel is bigger than George's plan. Peppa believes driving a truck is just like driving anything else. There's only one tiny problem. The truck doesn't listen to Peppa. And then, oops, one little push on the gas, and the giant truck starts an unplanned adventure. Finally, the truck stops. Peppa and George learn that the most memorable fun often starts with things that are way too big.
Today, Daddy Pig and Mummy Pig go out, so Peppa and George decide to spend the whole morning playing outside. Peppa starts scooping sand and builds a little castle in the yard. George places his toy dinosaur in front of the castle, turning it into a guard at the gate. Whoa. Suddenly, a ball rolls down from the sky. Peppa picks it up and kicks it gently to George. They run around, passing the ball back and forth, filling the garden with laughter. And when Daddy Pig and Mummy Pig return, they find Peppa and George had a wonderful morning together. Peppa Pig and the Secret Room. Peppa is happily playing in the living room when she suddenly discovers a small hidden door behind the curtain. She wonders what surprises might be inside. Peppa pulls George close and opens the secret door. Both siblings step into the dimly lit room, hearts racing with curiosity, light peeking through the tiny window. Peppa and George quickly run down the stairs, and right at the bottom, they find a pile of old toys, cars, dolls, and the toys they once loved. Peppa and George eagerly approach the pile, their eyes lighting up with joy as they reminisce. Together, they gather the toys and head back to the living room to show Mummy Pig and Daddy. Mummy Pig walks in and smiles at the sight of Peppa and George happily playing with the old toys. She smiles with warmth and happiness. The whole family sits together in the living room, reminiscing about the fun memories with the old toys. Laughter fills the room, bringing everyone even closer.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Wow! Peppa Pig and the hat that wouldn't stay still. Peppa loves her new hat. It looks perfect and fits just right. But the hat doesn't seem to agree with its position. Peppa carefully fixes the hat, and it immediately chooses a new spot. George finds this very funny. The hat looks like it's playing a game. Finally, the hat decides to rest for a while on the grass. Peppa learns that sometimes being comfortable is better than wearing a perfect hat.
Peppa and George were walking through a colorful flower field, surrounded by bright sunflowers and white daisies. Peppa sat down, picked a daisy, and handed it to George, making both of them smile. George held the flower and tried to smell it, but suddenly a gentle breeze blew, making the flower float away. Peppa quickly ran after the floating flower, and George chased after her, both of them laughing. Mummy and Daddy Pig stood by, watching as the kids ran after each other in the flower field, happily watching them. Finally, Peppa and George sat under a big tree in the flower field, looking at the flowers and feeling the simple joy of nature. One beautiful morning, Little Pig and Little Pig were walking in the garden. Little Pig suddenly discovered a big rock, but the strange thing was, this rock could move. The curious Little Pig approached the rock, and in the blink of an eye, the rock started rolling, as if it wanted to lead the Little Pig somewhere. The stone led Little Pig into a mysterious area of the garden, where there was a small gate covered with wildflowers. The gate seemed never to have been opened. As they passed through the mysterious gate, Little Pig and Sister Pig enter a magical garden, a vast flower garden, and a giant candy garden. So the adventure ends, but this mysterious garden will surely have many interesting things waiting for Little Pig and Sister Pig to discover. Who knows where this stone will lead them next?
Whoa!
Aha! Whoa!
Huh? Whoa!
Hooray! Peppa Pig and the Mystery Sound Box. Peppa and George discover a strange little box on the living room floor. When Peppa touches it, the box makes a cheerful boing sound.
Wow!
George taps it again, and it plays a funny ting-ting that makes them laugh. They take turns tapping the box, creating
Whoa.
playful sounds all around the room. Daddy Pig explains it's his soundbox experiment, and the whole family plays together happily. The sunglasses. It's a sunny day. Peppa thinks wearing sunglasses will make her look very stylish. But the sunglasses sunglasses are much too big for George. He looks like a cheeky little bear. Oh dear, it seems George isn't the only one with sunglasses trouble. Daddy Pig has the opposite problem. Whether sunglasses are too big or too small, the Peppa family always knows how to have fun together.
Mummy Pig teaches Peppa Pig to share food. Today, Peppa had a very delicious cake. George looked at the cake and wanted to eat it too. Peppa liked the cake so much that she didn't want to share. George looked at it sadly. Mummy Pig gently explained that sharing food with family makes meals more joyful. Peppa thought for a moment, then cut the cake and gave a piece to George. George happily ate his cake. Peppa also smiled and enjoyed her piece. Sitting together on the porch, the whole family shared the cake. Peppa realized that sharing food makes everyone happier.
Peppa and George were walking near a sparkling crystal clear lake.
Whoa!
Peppa set a paper boat out on the water, and George watched it float gently. Daddy Pig brought a small paddleboard, suggesting they could have a boat race. Peppa and George paddled lightly, laughing as their boat glided across the lake. Mommy Pig stood by the lake, taking pictures and reminding them, don't go too far. Finally, the whole family stood by the lake, admiring the sparkling water and enjoying a peaceful moment. Aha!
Go! Go!
Little Pig and his sister decided to explore a forest that was said to have many strange things, but no one expected that. Today would be a special adventure. As they went deeper into the forest, they came across a giant tree, standing tall in the middle of the road, but not any ordinary tree. Suddenly, a mysterious warning rang out from within the tree. Be careful, darkness is approaching, and things will never be the same again. Suddenly, the atmosphere changed. The shadows of the trees began to move, but it wasn't the wind. Little Pig and Sister Pig ran faster, but the darkness seemed to be unyielding. And in the end, nothing strange happened. Everything was in the sisters' imagination.